So, Corinne, with this home being a historical home built in the 1870s, do you know? Matter. She just did that like that was normal. Do you know if, like, the original structure, like, do you know how much of this was changed or what was changed? Like, how did this home look in the 1870s? Like, I'm imagining that it would have been, because a lot of times older homes had more rooms, like they had a bunch of smaller rooms with a bunch of walls.
So you don't know what it was before, because on the Google you don't see. But here's what I know, just because from the evidence. So this is an actual fireplace behind here. We know this because we had a TV hanging up behind. This is the cable connection. So when we hung the TV, we had these brick, mounts and everything, screws. And then if you go in the basement right below this, you can see where the fireplace was. You can still see soot.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is an insert, and this is whatever, and you light it up and it looks fiery, but this is just tile, but there was an actual fireplace here. So come over here.
Okay.
So over here, this was a door. You see the evidence of that because there's stairs out here.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could see that? Oh.
Yeah. And then if you look here, they closed something up there. Now what do you think that was? A window or
a patio door, maybe?
Now, see, I don't know what that could have been. You know what I'm saying? So you can discover.
And then look, and the fact that it has like the light over the top, so it's almost like it was a patio door,
right? Or maybe like a,
because normally that has a light over the top.
So they closed that up. Now the other thing that,
or maybe this was the door that came out here and went down there.
The whole situation. It could have been like a little situation.
Yeah, and then hold on. So on the side of the wall, we would see nothing. No evidence.
And it's a great redo of the layout. It's more useful. Like, I don't think it needed a door, a thing right there.
Yeah.
So the other thing, and you see this in some of the other houses, because you go back to the cookie tour, so you can see what your house possibly could have been or what it was.
All right, now, time out, cookie tour. So what you said, because Corinne is such a neighborly person. Like, if you guys needed a neighbor, this is the neighbor to have, honestly. I wish you can, I wish you can move into my house and just head up the neighbor association, because I have no relationship with my neighbors. And I feel like if you were there and you headed up the neighbor association, I would know my neighbors and I would have rapport with my neighbors.
Well, when I lived here, I sat on the board. And I was something at large, like director at large, which means I didn't have a specific role. So me and the other director at large guy, we could do whatever we want. So we did like a Christmas tour for the kids, and we enrolled the stores down there. And we got we got Cummings. He died recently. Councilman Cummings, I think was his name. And he did Santa Claus for us. We called him and we made him Santa Claus. And each store would give the kids yada yada yada.
This girl's all about change. But I cannot.
The cookie tour, I don't head that. The board heads it. But it's stuff they've been doing for years. And so say I'm on the cookie tour. I volunteered on the cookie tour in 30 other houses. You get a little map. You go to the library down there. They give you the map to get started. And people come from all over. They come from Glen Burnie. They come from, we come here every year. We love it. We love seeing the houses in renovation. We like seeing the historic houses. We like seeing the brand new construction. They don't care. Like, all the houses are old, but inside, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So they come to the cookie tour.
How come I was never invited to this cookie tour? I want to go to the cookie tour.
I know. You literally eat cookies. So we bake a bunch of cookies, some by hand, some just put whatever in the thing. Some people have hot apple cider. H.L. Mencken is an author, in his house, this is the 1700 block. His house is on the 1500 block on the square. And so they open that up and they have an H.L. Mencken look-alike person that's reenacting his demeanor and his lifestyle, and you can go in there and they play music.
I have a question.
Sure.
So if I purchase this house, how would I get involved with the cookie tour? I mean, how would I know that these things go on?
I think, so they slide.
Because I think the way you knew, you probably went and talked to all the neighbors and just knew everything by the end of the day.
The board still is active. I bought this house in 2010. They would slide in the door the news, the Union Square newsletter. Here's what's going on. Here's the new board. Here's the next meeting. Blah, 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 blah. They're coming down the street with the whatever. We also have Bloom Your Block. So you can bloom your block. You participate in making your block beautiful. Like plants out there and all this cute stuff. So Bloom Your Block will be on there like, hey, get your yard ready for Bloom Your Block. Because if you win, you'll be the featured and get a sign. So stuff like that, but it's in a little pamphlet. And just
Wow.
I haven't seen them come through the door lately, so I don't know what's happened since then. They tell you what's going on the square. So this house is in the historic district of Union Square. There's actually a Union Square. So you go 2 blocks down, that's the square. We've got a nice little cathedral cover.
What is Union Square? Is that where the Union soldiers were doing Union things?
Oh, you asked way too many questions now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
you know, history be doing it to me.
Just a little bit, because I saw it in a book. The way the squares were, so Union Square, so this house is about 2,700 square feet without the basement. So it's a nice size, right? Mm-hmm. And then the next block over, things just kind of go, this is the last block before the historic ends. And then it goes like this. So Union Square, though, you can fit 2 of these inside of some of those houses. Mm. And back then, that's where the doctors lived and the high-level professionals around the square, the special people. And you got your little carriage houses, so there's more carriage houses over there and stuff like that. Ginormous, huge studies, baby grand pianos. That's what's going on around the square. And as you come out of the square, who's there? The people that support the doctors and the lawyers and those people. And that's why the houses get smaller and smaller, because the professions go down and the service of those people and their professions go down. But on the square, girl, when we came here, this house was $245. Those houses were $5-something 10 years ago.
So this house would have been a house of somebody who supported. Would this have been a supporter house?
So say like a bookkeeper or an accountant or something like that.
So somebody who still had a high profession.
Right. But the lawyer, the doctor, the landowner, the business person, those type of people lived closer on the square. And you can see that when we ride out, like the houses are ginormous. I don't know if this is evident when you go in them. So that tour is nice. I would be on the cookie tour, bake cookies, have apple cider or whatever, or hot chocolate, because it's in December.
Wait, time out. So are those tours part of the cookie tour? Some of the houses on Union Square.
You have to volunteer your house to be on the tour. You have to say, hey, I'm doing a cookie tour this year. I did it 2 or 3
So I can't just be somebody from Virginia coming out.
No, you can log in and sign up and go to the cookie tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in Christmas. We can go this year if they still have it.
But so what I'm asking is, are some of those bigger homes on the tour route?
They were when I lived here.
Okay.
The medium ones, the smaller ones, because the people that are in the community want to share the history of this neighborhood. That's why they live here.
Wow.
So moving on with what I was saying about the culture. So imagine if they had kept, and I kind of almost wish they would have, in some of the houses, these are pocket doors, right? You see the parlor effect?
Ah, yes.
So these would be in, and the doors would slide into that. So I've been to houses where they still have that. It's more chopped off. Mm-hmm. And this is closed off, and it's more parlory. The one next door over here, it has something to that effect, and it's like a curved wall. Like the wall curved, more of that kind of like parlor effect. Yeah. But to make this, bring it up a little bit.
An open concept.
They did the open concept.
Yeah.
But you can tell.
To make it more modern.
Right, exactly. This would be right where the pocket doors would be, or maybe, probably not here, but definitely here. You come in and be like, this is my grand,
Yeah. And I can definitely...
My grand living room.
Yeah, I can definitely see how opening it up, it not only, again, gives us this whole... open concept, but it also feels like it makes it lighter, because sometimes with all of the walls, it's a little darker and heavier.
Now, the one that sold diagonal from here that I told you for $388, that's bigger, it's choppier. There's lots and lots and lots of rooms and nooks and crannies and up these little stairs and down these little stairs and this room and that room. So where mine has 740 square foot rooms, but it only has 3 of them, they have 5 rooms, bedrooms, but they're smaller and they're a little bit more contained, but they got lots more stuff and closets. It's a lot. They got 2 kitchens, I think. They got a lot of stuff in there. Where it's just like, so that's the difference. So
is there anything else that you know about this house compared to before and now?
No. What I see a lot of in some of the houses though too is, and I don't know if this is economical or not, economy class or whatever, is the tin ceilings. Like the copper.
Oh yeah.
So some people have preserved that. I don't know.
I remember that. It was probably like a styling, like it was what was in style at one point.
So some of the people there have preserved it and restored it. I don't know if that was not a delicacy, but a luxury. And if that would have made it this far out to this class of people, I don't know what those ceilings would have been like. Yeah. But I've seen it in those houses. Some are copper, tin ceilings. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah. Every year we have what they call a Christmas cookie tour for the neighborhood. And you can go through other people's houses and they have cookies and cider. And you can look at their house, the historic houses, the ones with tin on the roof, ones that are fully renovated, and ones that are still very well preserved. But what I got was vision. There's nothing on the other side of this wall. But in some people's houses, this is cut out and leads into another room. So you can have like a whole suite up here. What?
What's on the other side of that wall?
Nothing. So the house goes up in the back. It goes first floor up, second floor up, third floor.
Oh, so it's just like roof on the other side of this wall?
You would be standing on top of the bathroom on the second floor.
Oh.
And if you stand on top of that, you'd be standing on this part of the kitchen that's not back there, right? So each floor kind of comes in a little bit. It doesn't go straight up in the back like the really big houses.
Yeah.
But you can do that. And so the houses I saw, you go through here, and it's like a walkover, and it's almost like a sitting room, like a whole lounge over here. And I saw one of my builder friends envision what's possible.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if this was my forever home.
You would make that happen.
Yeah, I would definitely make that happen.
Wow.
I've also seen one builder, Chris
or
Taylor,
even having like a patio, like an outdoor patio, or
something.
Yeah.
Chris Taylor, one of the builders in the neighborhood, he would always put this cute little extra thing, something special, and like you might be standing on glass right here. Oh. And you can see all the way down. You would just do cute little stuff to make like these houses fun. Now something I also gave up on.
What you give up on?
These. So these were supposed to be put back in. This house is old. It's built in 1870. And so the windows, every screen is custom.
Oh.
Every screen is custom. And they don't have a hard lip, like a hard square lip, like a regular screen. It's like rounded. So these fall out very easily. Mm-hmm. And it's a puzzle to figure out where these go.
Because no two windows are the same size.
Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? So they're here, but I don't know what to pray about that.
Wow. 1870.
Yeah.
What's up with this bar?
What's that?
Is there a story?
Oh, I didn't know if you meant.
This is a bar.
So, I might say this wrong, but the story that was told to me, this is part of the reason why I bought the house. I just thought this was so cool. And the story that was told to me that's in the 1970s or something, some Democratic movement party used to meet down here. Yeah, I have no evidence of it. I can't find it. When I moved here, I don't know what happened to it. My neighbor had preserved for me, right above the door where that glass was, the sign with it on it, and it's lost. I'm so disappointed about that. But it was like the plexiglass that was up there, and it said such and such, 1707, and it said Democratic something something something. And they used to come here. But come look in here. I don't have my phone. Yeah, I gotta get my phone, but it's actually like a tap in there.
We can't see.
Yeah, so you can. This is a place for a tap, y'all. And there's a little handle over there for it.
What do you mean, like a tap, like bare?
You could put the situation over here.
Oh, like the bar thing.
Yeah, this is the. Let me see. You can see this. There's see that, y'all? There's a little thing. I don't know what this does, and then there's tubes in there. Oh, wow. We really could be down here and what do you want? And I don't know if this still works, but
from the 70s.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, I can't really see it over there.
Oh, you can see it a little bit.
There's
the lights.
Old school Christmas lights under here, when you used to go to the little bars. Oh. So I was so smitten with it when I moved here. I was like, oh, I love this.
Smitten with the story. Smitten with a story.
Right?
Oh, so too funny.
Look at that. You can't just have a house with this in it,
Wow.
This is the water supply. So you literally, I don't know how safe it is, but you can put a tap in here.
That's all? I need more. You are an excellent storyteller.
While we're also talking about the layout of this house, and we were previously talking about my blue lipstick and doing what you want to do in your space, this might be a different video. While we lived here, I like to move things around. So this was the living room, and there was the television, and it seems logical to do that. And the dining room was there, right? At the latter part of our occupying this space, we moved the living room over here, the television over there, and we had the dining room in here. And I had these sexy, like, drippy candles, and like you walked in.
Why don't I remember this?
I don't know. And then there was a picture here, and I took the TV out of here, and my dad walked in here. Lee Hamilton was like, and why do you have to walk so far to the I said, don't hate on my aesthetics, okay? It just got tired for however many years of having the thing and the thing. It wasn't no reason why we couldn't. And as a family, we actually spent more time together in this space with the living area. It was really cool.
And it's like being close to the kitchen, being close to the
kitchen. Somebody's cooking. People are sitting here. The baby's learning how to walk.
Do you have pictures of this? Because I do not remember this.
I have it
in the whole history of my life.
I don't know if I took pictures of it. I saw Zora walking around in a video around the couches and the things that were over here. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, but we flipped it. And daddy was like, that don't make any sense. Just like now when he walks in our house, like, we got this big round table right when you walk in the door.
Yeah. Well, that's just like with my house, the fact that I have a pool table, which is what is traditionally the dining room. Yeah. And it's like, I don't spend that much time in my life dedicated to eating. Why would I have a kitchen and a dining room? No. We're going to make something else of this. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes. So now we're going to bless the house.
Okay, it's apropos that it's raining.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my